Christine, I just got home and I got my lifts. Thank you so much. That just reminded me, I was literally just boiling my kettle, just about to have one, but I've forgotten to start the Zoom now. I know it's dangerous having a lift at this time, but literally I've literally just got home from Liverpool in time for this call. I was worried that I wasn't going to be home in time for you guys to be able to do this call, but we managed to make it in really good time. So I am home, literally just got home like 5 minutes ago. So happy Sunday, everybody. Happy bank holiday. How is everybody? So good to see you, Christine, and to see you, Emily. Hi, Charlotte, as well. So nice to see your faces. Thank you for having your cameras on. So if you can pop your cameras on, guys, that would be amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into it. What I'd love you all to do is to pop a little comment in the chat on the Zoom. And I'd love it if you can share with me what your win of the week has been this week. Make sure everyone's muted. Hold on, why do I do that? Oh, there we go. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see your camera on. Yeah, wearing my dress. Thanks, Wendy. I haven't even had a chance to put my PJs on, guys. Awesome. So Elizabeth got a customer. Whoop, whoop. Amazing, Elizabeth. Charlotte's got 4 new customers. That's amazing. Whoop, whoop. Amazing. Christine getting on the blitzes and hosting a couple. Whoop, whoop. Amazing. If none of you have managed to get on Christine's blitzes, they've been absolutely incredible and a bit different as well. She's been sharing some tasks that have definitely been a bit different, which have been like amazing. Lily, lots of personal development, amazing, well done. Whoop, whoop. As we know, personal development is so important. Our mindset is so important. Frankie did 2 business launches with my team. Whoop, whoop. Amazing. I love that. So this is a new thing that we're doing, guys. Business launches, which is going well. I literally just did one with Lily tonight. I had to do it in the car because it was at 7 o'clock. So that was interesting, but it went really, really well. So massive well done to Lily. And luckily I had signal the whole time, so that was really good. Laura Brown followed up every day and got 2 orders. Woohoo! Amazing, well done. Emily took my monthly progress pictures this week and noticing such a difference. I love that. So being a product of the product and also sharing your health journey. Business launch. Yeah, girls, smashed your business launch. Siobhan, just this minute, got your very first customer. Yay, go Siobhan. Woohoo! So Siobhan is one of my brand new girls and I'm so proud of her because she's absolutely smashing it. She literally just started, I think she ordered her product last week. She joined on the 25th. She started posting this week. She's done her business launch on Thursday night. And yeah, she's just got her very first customer. Woohoo! She's going for her first promotion this month, so amazing. Wendy did the opportunity call from the Isle of Wight. I love that. Exactly. So, you know, still even whilst you're on your holiday, Wendy's still hustling and being consistent. So that's amazing. I know Wendy's going for her reconfirmation of her promotion. So I love that. So what I'm going to do is ask some of you, does anybody want to share, does anybody want to unmute themselves and tell us a little bit more about your win? So if you've got a customer, would you want to share how you've got that customer this week and unmute yourself? Or Lily, tell us a little bit more about your personal development that you've been doing. Does anybody want to unmute themselves and share a bit more about their win?
I'll share about my win.
Awesome, Christine.
Yeah. So I attended or got on the Tuesday Whole Team Power Hour and picked up some amazing tips for blitzes. Now I know usually the blitzes are an hour, but because I work full time, I do mine in 30 minutes. And I have been, like Amy said, doing some tasks. One of the great things for month end that I found that has been creating more conversation in my inbox is I've been offering a special. So I've been offering anybody who does an order, be it one product or a package, is getting a goodie bag. And I have been going into my messenger in the search box and putting in like berries or shakes, and that's bringing up every conversation I've previously had, and I'm following up with those people who haven't maybe completed the cart that I've sent them, or just haven't responded on information that I've sent them on the product. So I've then sent them a follow-up regarding, you know, just to let you know that I'm offering a free goodie bag for anybody that purchases a product or a package by the end of this month. And that is working really, really well. So that's one of my biggest tips. I've got another one as well, which is it's all about reconnecting with people. And one of the things I've been doing following the Power Hour on Tuesday is I am working through my A to Zs. I'm currently on, what am I still doing? Anne at the moment. So I've not got very far, but I'm doing a motivational quote and I'm sending it to these people. And what I'm finding is I'm reconnecting with people I've not spoken to for a while. And I'm literally just putting, every day I choose 10 random people to share a quote with. And today I choose you. I hope you like it. And I'm sending them the quote and everybody is loving it. And then they're coming back saying, you know, thanks very much, really needed this, how are you? And that is the door opening and I'm stepping in with either the business or the product saying how amazing I'm doing. So that's my win of this week.
Amazing, Christine. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I've been getting on your blitzes and they've been so good. So, you know, like I love your little goodie bag tip as well. And, you know, like it's the end of the month, guys. So it's a really important time to be following up with everyone that you've been speaking to. And, you know, like Christine said, you know, go to your search on your messenger app and you can search like a keyword. So like if you use the word like shred or kickstart or like the berry capsules or details or information or whatever words that you use in like a particular message that maybe when you're speaking to someone about the products or you're speaking to someone about the business, then you can search that keyword on your messenger app and that can bring up all your conversations. So make sure you're doing that. The fortune is in the follow up. So end of the month, following up with everyone who has been interested, whether that's been recently or whether that was even like a few months ago. Go back and make those reconnections and follow up, offer your little goodie bag. And I know that Christine's just doing like getting a few little bits and bobs from Poundland and putting like a little goodie bag together. So it doesn't have to cost a lot of money and it can just create like a lot of interaction, and you know it's going to help people to get started on these amazing products and start their health journey, which is amazing. And I also love Christine's top tip of, you know, messaging 10 people a day and sending the motivational quote and saying, you know, I choose 10 people a day to send a little motivational quote to, and today I said I chose you. That's such a great way to like, yeah, to, you know, do like a connection, open it up, and then you can like write their names down, and then a few days later, guess what, you can then go back to them and offer them, you know, the product or the business open message. So absolutely love that. Does anybody else want to step outside their comfort zone and share with everybody their win of the week a little bit more? No? Does anybody want to be brave and share? Do you want to give me a wave if you want to speak?
You're gonna share.
Okay, so does anybody want to share what they've struggled with this week? Put a little thing in the comment if you've been struggling with anything this week. Stick it in the chat. mental health. Lily, motivation. Having no Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know that is a struggle for sure. Siobhan, yeah, absolutely. What would you like to share, Siobhan? I think you're unmuted, lovely.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Yeah, so I was just going to share my little wins for the week. Well, the whole week actually has just been amazing because I only started this week. So I feel like I've made loads of progress doing my first ever Facebook Live with Amy, which was so nerve-wracking, and it went a little bit wrong because I couldn't get on. But I went live in the end, and I had so much amazing feedback from it as well. And yeah, not only that, but I kind of pushed myself a little bit more, which I didn't tell Amy about, but generally I don't go anywhere without makeup or anything. And that Facebook Live, I had absolutely no makeup on. And so I just kind of proved to myself that if I can do that, then I really can just do anything, really. So that's another little personal little win for me because I'm getting a bit more confident in my skin. I did suffer with adult acne and I'm just coming out the other end of it. And hopefully these capsules will help as well. So yeah, obviously I've been taking the capsules as well, which in this past week I've felt the difference already. I've had so much more energy, sleeping better. Just, yeah, I feel amazing. So, and like I said, I also just got my first customer. So I'm very happy with that. So it's kind of given me a bit of a boost to just, just push it a little bit more. Like, I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't be too forceful. But then at the end of the day, if you don't just put it out there and give it your all, then you're just not going to get anywhere, are you? So yeah, that's it really. And just want to say thank you to you, Amy, because you've been absolutely incredible.
Oh, you're so welcome. Like, I absolutely love working with you, and I'm just so happy to be part of your journey, and I'm just so excited for your future. So yeah, I love it. And yeah, really, really proud of you for, for everything that you've done so far, Siobhan. And doing the lives can be daunting, but you're like I always say to you and everybody, like, don't dip your toe, jump straight in. And it's all about challenging yourself and getting outside your comfort zone. So amazing. Well done. Massive, well done. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
So would anybody like to share a little bit more about their struggle that they put in the chat and unmute themselves? Either just unmute yourself or give us a wave.
I'll go again.
Go, Christine.
So I put in the chat mental health. I've actually put in a post in the customer group just to be honest and open that, people are going through so many things during lockdown, and it's really important that not only do we grow our business, but we grow ourselves, that we look after our own mental health. And, if you're struggling, you reach out. And what I found that I need a routine. I need a good routine. I need my meditation. I need my girls. I need, you need to stay close to the fire. No matter what you're going through, the support that we get from everybody else, whether it's just getting on a blitz, to feel the buzz that everybody is having at the moment just carries you through the tougher times. And that's all I want to share. So that we've got to make sure we look after our own mental health, and the way to do it is to stay close to the fire, stay close to the diamonds, and we will get through it. Promise you, we will.
Yeah, I love that, Christine, and I think that's really, really important to share. And like Christine said, it is about staying close to the fire and like staying plugged in. It's like your phone. What happens if you don't charge it for a week and you don't keep plugged in? You don't plug your phone in. It's going to die. It's going to run out of battery. That's the same with you in this business. If you don't keep plugged into the Zoom calls, if you're not getting on the Zoom calls and feeling the community, staying close to the fire, picking up tips, then you're going to be like your phone and you're going to run out of battery. So it's so important. All of the girls in the team who are smashing it right now, they're getting on the Zoom calls, they're staying plugged in, they're staying close to the fire, they're taking action on their DMO every single day, they're posting every day, they're messaging every single day, and they're following up every single day. They get on the calls, like I said, and they're working on their mindset, they're listening to personal development. So I always recommend, if you're just starting out in this business, then I really, really recommend listening to The Secret. Is a really good sort of starter into mindset, the law of attraction. It's called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. You can get the book. I've got the book here. It's what it looks like. And you can also get it on audio as well if you want to listen to it. And, you know, this personal development is really, really important because, you know, you have to grow your mind. You have to grow yourself before your business will then grow. And if you're at a stage in your business right now and you're not progressing, then it's probably because you're not progressing in yourself. You know, you're not getting outside your comfort zone. You're not challenging yourself. So it's really important that you are growing as a person. And, you know, by doing that, you can listen to audio books and, you know, like I say, get outside your comfort zone. So if you're a little bit nervous about doing a selfie, make yourself do it. Get outside that comfort zone and post a selfie up on your Facebook and on your stories. If you're a bit nervous about doing a video, then again, get yourself out that comfort zone and go and do a little video on your story. And you know, it's like the infinity cycle of success. I've talked about this on a Zoom call before. Let's see if I can find this, because I know there's some new people on here. So, you know, like I'm saying about getting outside that comfort zone. So this is the infinity cycle of success. Okay, so you start here. Believe. You have to believe in yourself first to take that action. So you have to believe. So you have to believe in yourself to take the action to do that video, to do that live, to say yes to the business. You know, you have to believe in yourself to first take that action. It starts with your belief in yourself. So you have to believe to take the action. That then leads to experience, because then you're gaining experience from the action that you're taking. Then that gains to confidence, because you start to take the action and you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. Like, oh, I've done a live. That's not so bad now. So you get a bit of confidence. Then that leads to more belief. So you've got more belief. So you take more action, which leads to more experience. So, you know, maybe you're messaging more people, having more conversations about the products, leads to more experience. You can only gain experience by having the belief to take the action. It all starts with belief to take the action, to gain the experience, which leads to more confidence, more belief, more action, more experience, more confidence, more belief, more action. And then once you build this up, you then start to go around this way. So belief, confidence, belief, action, experience, confidence. You go around here, you build that up, a little bit more belief, a little bit more action, more experience. Oh, got a bit more confident. Then you got more belief, more action. And then you then go to more speed. You start to build up more speed, more momentum. This is where momentum kicks in. Excitement. You're then gaining more excitement, more action, more experience, more confidence, more belief, more action, more speed, momentum, and it goes around like this, guys. This is the infinity cycle of success. And that's with this business. This is the same with if you're starting the gym. You know, this is the same with anything in life. Or if you just, I remember when I first shared this, I gave the whole example of going on your first date. Or like when you're like at primary school and you send your little like classmate you fancy like a little letter. You know, sometimes it's scary, but you have the belief to take the action that leads to experience, right? So, or let's take like the gym. You know, you really want to go to the gym because you're unhappy with your current situation. You want to feel better. You want to feel more body confident. So you decide, right, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to join the gym. And the day comes, you've got to step into that gym, and it can be daunting, but you have to have that belief to take the action, to join the gym, to walk in that gym. That leads to experience. You then realize, actually, the gym's not so scary. The gym's not so bad. then that leads to a bit more confidence. You're like, yeah, I can do that. I've done it once. I can do it again. That then leads to more belief, more action. You go to the gym more because you're like, it's not so bad. I'm really starting to feel good now. More experience. You're starting to enjoy the gym. More confidence. You're starting to feel better in there. And then it starts to go round and round and round like this. But the point is that it starts with the belief to take the action. You have to believe in yourself first to take the action to get outside your comfort zone. So whatever you're worried about doing, whether it's doing selfies, videos, lives, messaging, like messaging open messages, it's about having the belief to take the action that leads to the experience that gives you more confidence, that then leads to that more and more and more spiral effect. So that is really, really important. And like back to what I was saying about the personal development, to have that belief in the first place to take the action, this is why you've got to work on that mindset. So like, you know, opening your mind and being open-minded to more things, like growing your mindset, growing yourself, listen, like reading The Secret, listening to The Secret. The other one that I would recommend for anyone new would be this one, which is Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business. This is incredible, by Jim Rohn. If you haven't listened to it, it's incredible. I've literally got it on CD because I got given this disc when I first joined the business, and I used to play it in my little Peugeot 106 car when I used to go up to all the events up in Manchester. But you can get this on YouTube for absolutely free now. So it's called Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. So this will really, really help you to like expand your mindset. And again, it will just be interesting to see who on this call goes away and listens to this and who doesn't. You know, it's interesting to see who the action takers are. You know, who's coachable, who's a sponge, who's going to go away and do this or not. So it's very interesting. So let me know if you do this. So we'll see who's coachable and who's taking the action. Having the belief to take the action that leads to experience and all that. So I love all that. So awesome, Siobhan. So does anybody want to share any other of their struggles? So I know Charlotte put a really good one there in the chat. So Charlotte, would you like to unmute yourself and tell us a little bit more about that, and we can help you?
Yeah, so quite a lot of people have been like replying to my stories that I put on and things. So obviously I take the time to reply and explain about what the products are. And then as soon as kind of like they ask for the prices and things, they kind of like, oh, I'll have a think about it or something. So I don't know whether it's the way that I'm kind of conveying the information to or not, or whether it's kind of like what everyone gets. But I'm not really sure. Obviously, some people that have replied to stories, I've given them a few days and got back to them, and then they've actually gone, oh yeah, I want to get the products. But sometimes it just feels like you're giving them quite a lot of time up, and then they're kind of just like, oh, I'll get back to you, and then never really do. So I was just wondering if that was like what everyone gets or not.
Yeah, that's such a good question, and like a struggle that we all go through for sure. So thank you so much, Charlotte, for coming on here and for being brave and for sharing that with anybody. So has anybody else, like, just stick that in the chat, has anybody else struggled with the same thing that Charlotte's just said? You can see that's like quite a few. Christine says that happens to her. Siobhan's it's happened to her. Elizabeth, Lily. Awesome. So pretty much, Charlotte, everyone else on this call has had this as well, and I have as well. So would anybody like to unmute themselves and share how they have, you know, overcome this?
Yeah, I will.
Awesome. Go, Mum.
One thing I always used to do is when someone used to ask for the prices or ask about the products, I found that I went into overdrive and told them too much and said too much to them and told them the prices, was so excited, blah, 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 blah. I did verbal diarrhea all over them, verbal juice plus all over them, as we call it. So what I find is that you need to ask a question and ask them what they want to achieve, And then when they've told you what they want to achieve, if you've even got that far, is you need to keep repeating it in your messages. So if they've said they want to have more energy and feel amazing or have better hair, skin and nails, are you ready to see the prices so that we can get you started with more energy to help with your hair, skin and nails? So you have to keep repeating what they want to achieve, because what that will do, that will trigger an emotion with them, because they've told you what their emotion is. And that really helps if you bring that into lots of your conversation with that person, and just keep repeating what that is, what they've said as their pains, basically. And I find that really helps.
Yeah, definitely, totally agree. Love that tip. Does anybody else want to share how they've overcome the same struggle? I mean, we've all had the struggle on here, so how have we all overcome it? Give me a wave if you want to unmute yourself. Siobhan?
Hi.
Go, girl.
So I know I've only just started, but I find that, well, I found that in the messages, when I explain how much it is per month, people are a bit disinterested. But I found that if I break it down to how much it is per day, so work out £2 a day or £3 a day, and then comparing it to something you'd buy generally day to day for that price, I think it kind of triggers something in their head to make them realize, oh, well, yes, actually, like, and it's a small price to pay for your health when you think of it that way. And me personally, that is actually how Amy sold it to me, to be honest, is when you broke it down to it's going to cost something like £2 something a day. When I thought about it that way, that really made me think, well, yeah, when you put it that way, it's really not much at all. But when you think how much you pay a month, it just seems like quite a big bill to add in to your lifestyle. But thinking about it daily, and like you'd pop to the shop and buy a chocolate or crisps and a chocolate, or even just a punnet of fruit, and then it just makes you realise, oh, actually, that's not that much at all, especially when it comes to your health. So yeah, that helped me personally.
Yeah, definitely. I love that tip as well. Definitely breaking it down per day. And, and saying, like, for like £2, 5p a day, you're getting like 30 different types of fruit, veg and berries, obviously with the premium capsules. Like, trust me, guys, like me and mum, we've tried going to the supermarket and buying like all of the fruit and veg and berries that's in the premium capsules, and you physically cannot get it all because it's all not available, firstly. And secondly, what we could get was like over £20. So it's it's actually so affordable, our product. It's just breaking it down to the daily cost. So whatever product you're talking to them about, whether it's the shakes, break down the shakes into like per serving per day, you're getting like a meal there. You're getting like a nutritious meal. If you were going to try and go to Starbucks or go to get a meal deal, you can't even buy the nutrient value that's in our shakes for the same price from the supermarket or anything like that. So, definitely break it down like that. And even with the berries, 70p a day for 11 different types of berries and grapes, things that we don't even get from the supermarket all the time, like elderberry. Like, who's ever had an elderberry? Like, you just can't, they're not available in the supermarket, because it's all about what's in what's the word, like what's available to us and what's in season. That's it, in season. So whereas, yeah, exactly, Christine, thank you. So and also, yeah, the other thing I was just going to say as well is I always ask them as well, if money is like an issue, ask them, like, what do you spend on junk food? So if you want to write this down, ask them, what do they spend on junk food What do they spend on takeaways? What do they spend on energy drinks, chewing gum, smoke, if they smoke? Like what, like think of those things, like what do they spend on that? And I've had people spend like £200 a month on takeaways. And like, that's fine if they want to do that. But if they're wanting to achieve a certain body goal and get in shape to go on holiday, is spending like £200 a month on takeaways going to get them closer to their goals? Like, no, it's not, you know. And are they happy with their current situation? No. So how about we cut back on the takeaways, have them less often, and you can invest, you know, let's half that then. Spend half on takeaways, spend £100 a month on takeaways, and invest £100 a month into this products on the gold package, which is the premium capsules and the shakes, which is the best package, the best results, and you're going to be getting closer to your goals for sure. You know, you're actually going to be feeling better. So definitely, like, I really hope that helped Charlotte. That really helped me, is asking like what they spend a month on junk food, takeaways, meal deals, coffee, energy drinks, chewing gum was a big thing. Like, all these things add up, you know, like Charlotte, like Siobhan said, you know, going to the shop, buying a chocolate bar here and there. People don't realise how much little things like that add up per month. Well, cut that out, or let's cut that down. That's not serving you. That's not helping you achieve your goals. Let's invest that now into the capsules, and let's get your skin clear, or let's get you, you know, losing that stone that you want to lose. Let's get you feeling body confident, you know, and we can invest it into something. And actually, when you get on the products and you actually get on plan, you actually save money, guys. You save money. It is, I know a lot of people think it's more expensive to eat healthy, but I don't believe it is. You can go to Aldi, you can get frozen fruit, frozen veg. It's really, you can do it, so it's actually really affordable and for the whole family. When it's expensive is when you're eating healthy, but then you're still buying junk food for everybody else. That's when it's expensive. But if you can try and gradually get like you and the family, and again, it's about teaching this to your customers, to have those healthier options, you know, have those treats, you know, now and again, like a few times, you know, maybe once a week or a couple of times a week. You don't need to have it all the time, you know. It's all down to as well what their goals are. If they're not happy with their current situation, they're not happy with their body, if they're not happy with their skin, if they're not happy with their health, well, let's look at what you're currently doing, and let's see how we can change that, and let's see how we can make it affordable for you. You know, let's look at what you're spending your money on. Let's cut something out, let's cut something down, and you can invest it in your health and in your products and in yourself, and let's get you some amazing results. The other thing that I would also recommend as well is you need to be writing down the names of everybody that you speak to about the products and about the business if you are recruiting as well, because then you can go back to these people and follow up, and never ever, like, don't ever let anyone slip through the net. So everyone that you speak to, you must make sure you write them down, because you won't remember their names. You just won't. Trust me. I know. I've been doing this business for 7 years. At the start, I tried to remember all their names. You don't. You forget people. They go through the net, and it's, you know, they say that you need to, like, most people don't reply. Most people get busy. Most people forget. But they actually do want your service. They do want your product. They do want, you know, what they've said that their goals are. They just get busy. And it's, if you're a professional, they say that professional people follow up, and they follow up to 10 times. It's actually professional to follow up. So if you're not following up, you're not actually being professional in your business. So remember, like, when you're following up as well, come from a place of love. You know, you're not annoying them. Remember, they have said, yes, they're interested. They have inquired. They want what you've got to offer. So it's your job to be professional and follow up with them until they either say yes, or until they say, no, not right now. And that's fine. I still keep track of everybody that even says no. I check in with them in 6 months' time. You know, and you can use Christine's little motivational quote to open that back up again in 6 months or a year's time. Offer it to him again. So even if somebody says not now, trust me, it doesn't mean no forever. Siobhan said no to me 2 years ago. did I just like unfriend Siobhan and go, oh, right, bye then? No, I stayed connected. I know, you know, we stayed connected, we stayed in touch on social media, and, you know, I followed up. And when the time is right, then they'll be ready. So I really, really hope that helps. Does anybody else want to share how they've overcome what was it? Yeah, so Charlotte said that she's got a lot of people that have inquired to her about the products. She speaks to them and then they say they get back to her, but then they don't. Has anyone else had that? So has anybody else had the same struggle, and would anybody like to share how they've overcome it? Give me a little wave if you want to unmute yourself. I know Frankie said that she would unmute herself, but she can't have a camera on though.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry guys, can't have my camera on. Yeah, I know. Give you all a fright. No, I totally agree with everything that's already been said, to be fair, and especially the breakdown of the like how much you spend on the meal deals, etc. That's a really, really good one. But I find what's really helped me is just following like a simple message system now, where I cover like the struggles, I cover the goals, I cover the routine, and I cover the budget. So then, you know, they kind of don't really have an objection if they say, oh, you know, I can't do it, I'm too busy, I can't commit to it, it's, you know, I need something that's convenient. Well, I've already covered that, because I'll recommend them something that's going to help them with that. And with the budget, I will always get the budget before I recommend anything, so that I know if they've said to me, okay, £30 a month is my max budget, then I know whatever option I send later, they can't come back to me and say, oh, I can't afford it, because we've already agreed that up front. So yeah, I just say just kind of following a simple messenger system. And I can totally relate to Jeanette as well. Like, I used to just get so excited and send loads of information their way, but actually by always asking questions in your messages, that works really well, because it means they kind of don't have an excuse to ignore you, if you know what I mean. So they're kind of the tips I would say as well.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, Frankie, for sharing. And I couldn't agree more. Definitely, it's about having that system with those messages in place. And, you know, your upline will help, you know, gear you up with those systems, with those messages. So if you haven't already got that, or if you need a bit more help with that, then definitely reach out to your upline and they can help you with that. Get, you know, like that message system in place that Frankie talks about. I teach that to all my new team as well. So definitely it's about having that system in place and, you know, sort of overcoming those. Definitely, like, you know, because it's really hard to send someone information or prices when you don't even know what their goals are, what they're currently eating, and what their lifestyle is like, and like what their budget is, like what do they want to spend. So 100%, I don't send any prices until like I've gone through those questions with them as well. So I really hope that helps, guys. We're going to wrap up the call now. I really hope that that's helped you all, given you all some tips and, you know, to help you with month end. We've got 1 day left of the month. And I know that some of you are really going for those promotions. So we've got our blitzes on tomorrow like normal. So you guys can absolutely do it. You guys know I always say about the football match, don't give up on those last 10 minutes. So much can change. Don't be that team that gives up in the last final bit. You can do this, guys. Thank you to everyone that got involved, unmuted themselves, got outside their comfort zones, and just for sharing with the team. You know, I just really like these Sunday calls to all share our wins and our struggles and just really all help each other. So let's have an amazing month end. Lovely to see you all. Enjoy your bank holiday as well, and see you all on the calls this week, and see you next Sunday.